What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Geekin Drinkin, episode 8080. So we noticed a lot of you guys have been watching, but none of you guys have been liking. So if you're watching this intro right now, go ahead and leave a like. Don't worry, we'll wait. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Eddie,
Steven,
and thank you so much for liking this video. First and foremost, this is Geekin Drinkin episode 8080. We're 20 away from 100.
done 80 of these things.
80 of these things. This is like we've been doing it for like what, 3-4 years already. But yeah, we're episode 80, and we have, at least I have a lot to talk about today. Steven, you just got back from a ride, so I know you're ready for a beer.
Yes, I am. I am exhausted. My legs are killing me.
So
yeah, I think my legs hurt more driving back home than they did on the ride because it was the post. But yes, I am ready.
So okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. We both got. I saw your beer. You haven't seen mine. They're both Texas beers. Different style of beers. Do you want mine first or do you want yours first? I'll give you this hint. They're both the same alcohol level.
Okay, I know what mine is.
I think you might like mine. I
Yours
haven't
a little
tried
bit
it.
more refreshing. 'Cause I need something a little refreshing.
I think you might like mine.
Okay, let's go.
I got it because I know you'll like it.
Let's go.
I haven't tried it.
Let's go. All right. I don't know what he got. He's getting it out.
So I think, should I get yours or should I just get two of the same?
Two of the same.
Okay.
Let's just do two of the same. So yeah, like Eddie said, he's got a lot to talk about. I got a few things I got on my mind. I just, saw a trailer, so.
So this is from Equal Parts Brewing.
Hey.
It says here they're from Houston, Texas.
I was gonna get a beer from them too.
This is a Helles Lager.
I was gonna get their IPA.
The IPA. And you know what's funny is that
This is gonna be.
I was at the store and I was like, you know what? Like looking at beers. And the thing with the store is like there's a lot of IPAs on the shelf. A lot of IPAs.
Yes,
a lot of IPAs. So I was like, I don't want to get an IPA because all we drink is IPAs. And of course,
Yeah,
outside of the
drinking
show,
IPAs.
that's all I drink is IPAs. And I know last show you're like, you want to change it up, do a Pilsner, Pils, baby.
Pils.
So I wanted to like get something different. So I was like, I saw this one. It was a Helles Lager. Your Helles Lagers are good. So I was like, let me get this one. Yeah. So it's from Equal Parts Brewing. It's coming in at 5.1% alcohol. It's from Houston, Texas. It is a Helles Lager. So yeah, nice and clear. Looks like my pee.
Hey, whoa.
On a good day. Yeah.
There you go.
So let's
There
get
you
it.
go. Cheers.
Cheers. Crispy. That's crispy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just what you needed after a ride?
Oh yeah.
How was your ride?
Oh yeah. It was actually pretty good. Did a ride with my friend Matt. We did about 19 miles.
Matt.
We did about 19 miles. He lives over, like, Culebra, 1604, but like way the hell out there, way past 1604.
I see what you're saying.
And but yeah, he took me out like through some country roads and stuff like that, and
Country road.
it was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. Did a few hills, but hills are like my kryptonite. But I actually did pretty good than I expected to do.
That's awesome.
And we're getting ready to do a ride together, another ride together. But because he had invited me to do a ride in April, Tour de Castroville. So the ride that we're gonna do is the 30-mile ride.
Sweet.
So that's what we're kind of prepping ourselves for.
Are you expecting some throw up, some vomit?
Actually, no. I if you know me, I'm not a real big exercise guy, but every time I work out or ride the bike,
He goes hard.
I go hard.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad. So one thing that me and Steven had, talked about doing, which I think we're gonna start implementing into each episode, Obviously here at Geekin Drinkin, we talk about movies, we talk about beer, TV, all that, blah, blah, blah. And when we can, we try to bring up music. Try to show you guys, some music that we've been listening to, and I could confidently say that between us, we have a pretty wide range of like different music that we listen to and like, as far as like genres and bands or artists, musicians, whatever. So one thing we want to implement in our every episode is just dedicating a little part of the show where we suggest a song from again, a band, a musician, whatever, from just from what we've been listening to lately. So I think that's what we're gonna do every episode now. We're just gonna like play a little snippet of the song. Hopefully fucking YouTube doesn't flag us. We're gonna try our best to get around that, but we'll see how this goes. This is the first episode we're gonna do it. So first and foremost, I have a song that I've been listening to a lot lately. It is from a band called Life Cycles. They are a local San Antonio band, and actually our brother Matt, he's friends with the drummer, and I've discovered this band back in like 2019, I believe, 2018, and they're like, they give off a lot of like they're heavy band. They give off the hardcore vibes and a lot of kind of like old school, like as far as their guitar sounds, a lot of like like old school, like kind of like thrash,
metal.
Yeah, like metal. So yeah, like I said, they're from San Antonio, Texas, and the song that I want to preview is from their album, which is
Blistered Earth,
and it's a song called Frozen in Hell. I just you go and play it. I just think this song is just like super like just dirty, and has like that that really good riff in the beginning where it's just all you want to do is headbang, and I love that kind of stuff because it gets me hyped. This part, I like that just gets me. It gets me so good. They think this is their second album that they've had, so yeah, this is Frozen Hell from Life Cycles. Yeah, man. So again, like if you're into that type of music, I highly suggest you check them out. They're super aggressive, super raw, and they just have this ability to just flow with their music, and I think it's really good. Definite standouts. They're added onto like my heavy metal list. So they're up there with like Power Trip and 1,000 Stab Wounds. Like they're pretty awesome. So if you guys want to check them out, it's Life Cycles. Blistered Earth is this album, and Frozen in Hell is the song. So yeah,
he was so stoked about it he had to bust out his jean cutoff jacket.
Hell yeah, baby,
with all his patches and pins and buttons.
Freetail one, Martin House. I got the comedian. Yeah. Yep, I love it. Work in progress.
So like Eddie was saying, Life Cycles is a band here based out of San Antonio. It got 3 albums on Spotify, so if you're into like that kind of heavy metal thrash music, I suggest go check them out. They sound pretty good. I'm gonna check them out, because Eddie had introduced me to like Power Trip and stuff like that. I really enjoyed them, and rest in peace to this lead singer. But good to find some new music every once in a while. And like I said, they got 3 albums. They've been around, seems like, probably longer than this, but they've had their first album come out in 2019, Creature of Darkness.
Good album.
Blistered Earth in 2021, and then Wicked Bliss from 2022, just last year. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, actually, it looks like it's just a single on that last one.
Yeah,
but still, go check them out.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, so as Steven gets his suggestion ready, like I said, this is something that we want to just like do for the show. I mean, we have these craft beers that we suggest to you guys, And then we also want to just like give you a suggestion of music that we've been digging lately. Something that you guys might want to check out if you're in search of some new music or even old music. I mean, there's tons of music out there that we listen to. I mean, it for me at least, it changes like every week. I'm listening to something different. So it could be something that's like brand new that's come out recently, or something that that's been out for a while. But yeah, I mean, just something that we just been wanting to do lately. So, what have you got to suggest to us?
I'm still.
Oh, he's still deciding.
I didn't know the music, but I just want to.
Oh, he wants to pick a good part. Good part.
There you go. Oops. Let's go back.
So once again, we're drinking this beer from Equal Parts Brewing. It's a Helles Lager, MK2. I think is the name of the beer, but yeah.
All right, so I just kind of just stumbled upon this band. So one thing about me is I love to create like playlists. I have like tons of playlists for different
all types of vibes.
I like what I like kind of playlist, which is kind of a mix between like all the pop music that I like, indie music, alternative music, grunge, stuff like that.
He likes what he likes.
I have my emo playlist. I have my pop punk playlist. I have my punk playlist. I got my ska and punk playlist. I got my pop playlist, not pop punk, pop. Rihanna and Miley Cyrus kind of stuff. I even have a 90s techno playlist.
Please tell me a song from one of the comments on there.
I can't find it. But I do have the song from Night of Roxbury on there.
Oh, okay,
so it's kind of like that kind of music right there. So recently I've been working on this one playlist. It's like a metalcore playlist. It's a little bit of like some metalcore, hardcore, metal music. It's got like As I Lay Dying, Kill Switch. And then you got stuff from like A Day to Remember, From Autumn to Ashes,
right.
Evergreen Terrace and stuff like that. And one thing I like about Spotify, and I'm sure Apple Playlist does the same thing, or Apple Music,
trash
is they kind of like do suggestions, like other people or that listen to this and kind of thing. And so I always go off and try to find stuff. New stuff. And so I came across this one band, and it kind of reminded me from Autumn to Ashes, but it's called From Ashes to New.
Huh.
So,
interesting.
I don't think you're going to really dig it too much, but,
Hey, don't. How dare you, okay?
So
don't you tell me what I like.
Here's a little snippet of them.
What's the song called?
This is a song called Nightmare, and the band is From Ashes to New, and this is just a single that they just recently released.
Sweet.
Hold on. Pause. I need to turn it up. Duh. Right here.
I let you in. You sunk your knife so deep under my skin and cut my heart from me. Where did you go? Where's the person you used to be? I don't know you when you don't know me. You're all alone and you only refuse to see. Let me show you what you can't show me. I really erase the nightmare you became. It comes in rain.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. That's from from Ashes to New.
Yeah, From
Cool,
Ashes
cool,
to
cool,
New. Like I said, I like it. I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
The singer kind of reminded me of Chester Bennington.
Nice, yeah.
know.
And, and I've been noticing a lot more in like a lot of artists recently that they've been doing that kind of vocal style of like kind of like not so much rapping but like fast paced rhyming, I guess you would say. I guess you could call that rapping, but I mean it's not rapping. Like it's just they're singing and I don't know, like they're singing to the beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I dig it. It's pretty cool.
Kind of like what it's nothing really new, but it's kind of like what Papa Roach did.
I chalk it up to that.
But some of these other bands sound way better.
So yeah, guys. I mean, like I said, this is something that we want to just do. For I guess moving forward with our episodes, just giving you guys those suggestions. So if you guys like what you hear, you want to check
and
it
if
out.
you don't like that, fuck you, YouTube.
yeah. Fuck YouTube. So how you doing, Steven? How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, dude, you haven't been here all week.
Yeah.
You've been MIA, bro. What's going on?
I have a drug issue. No, I'm just kidding. No. I'm just hanging out.
I know what kind of drug you.
Talking about beer. No, man, just working, chilling. And you know what I've been watching? And you know what? I'm gonna go to bat for this show. Okay, I'm gonna go to bat for it. I've been. And is it something that I do? And I think if you guys watch these our episodes, I think we both actually kind of do it. We tend to just go and revisit old shows, whatever that we've watched, and just kind of we start watching and like, well, now I gotta watch the next one. Well, now I gotta watch the next one. Okay, now I gotta watch the whole season.
And especially if you just start off even if you start off with oh, you know what? I've been thinking of this one episode from this show. And then you just keep going.
Yeah, you just keep. Yeah, it's just a thing that we both do. I think at least for me, it's like comfort food. I just when I was even got home and I was just finishing the last episode of the series was Entourage. And I'm not gonna like pretend like this show is not problematic because it definitely is. And when I mean by problematic, I mean like it just doesn't age well. There's a lot of like womanizing that goes, that's in this show. A lot of like inappropriate things that are said that like nowadays just won't slide, But this show was like in the early 2000s, 2008, 2010, I think. But what I like about it is the characters, and what I mean by that is like when I see Drama, E, Turtle, and Vince, like I'm and Ari, like I'm convinced that they're friends. Even to this point, Lloyd, yeah, exactly. Like I just love their chemistry together. And Entourage has this thing where they like invented the walk and talk. Like almost every episode, like they're all walking and they're talking, doing their thing,
and talking.
And I think, and I honestly chalk up my love to movies and like I guess like behind the scenes stuff to this show is because. Like watching the show and like seeing how like I guess quote unquote the movie industry works with agents and deals, all this stuff was because of this show. So, and again, I'm not gonna pretend like the show is not like like it does not age well. It really does not. But like I'm watching it and I'm just like, man, like I love their dynamic. I love just them sitting around talking and busting each other's balls. Like. I love the little things. Like there's one episode in, like where it just recently, where he was a later addition, Scott Kahn, from Hawaii 5-0. I think he's on right now, whatever. But
he's also better known as what was his name? But he was in Varsity Blues.
Oh, he was he? Okay, yeah. So so he enters the show kind of in the last 2 seasons, and he's E's partner, Eric Murphy, played by Kevin.
Twitter. He was Twitter.
Oh, okay. So anyway, there's one episode where like there's a lot of stuff going on. He does this thing where he's all like, "What the fuck's going on?" And like this guy walks by, "What the fuck is going on?" It's just so funny. There's just little things in the show where they just say stuff because it's just you're basically watching like four friends just kind of going through their lives or whatever, and just and like for that particular reason is why I like this show. Why I keep going back and visit it. Yeah, when I watch them, like and they say certain things, I'm just like, ugh, like that. Like maybe you shouldn't say that no more. Like that's not. But again, I don't know. I just watched the last episode. I'm gonna watch the movie, which again too. This show,
that movie was terrible.
This show suffers from a terrible last season and a terrible finale, which is the movie. But again, I'm a sucker for this show. I like it, so I mean that's what I've been watching.
And it kind of sucks because like a lot of those guys didn't go off to do basically anything.
You know what's funny though is that they actually have a podcast. It's called the Victory Podcast, and they go through every episode, kind of like Jenna Fisher and Angela from The Office. They have their own
actual name.
Yeah. So like it's kind of like that. Like I think it's Drama E, and then like some other guy who's a writer on the show, but he also acts in the show. I forgot who he plays, but he's in the show also. Oh no, you know who he plays? You know how every time Drama goes in for an audition and there's like guy texting? The guy that he's auditioning for, that's who he plays. So that guy, he's like one of the writers of the show. So like it's him, Drama, and E that are always like doing this podcast where they like, they talk about all the episodes and that. I've heard a couple episodes, but I just like the podcast and stuff. I just couldn't get into it. But even then too, like I listened to the podcast the other day and I hear
I kind of like that when like directors, writers, and producers kind of like guest star in their own like movies and shows, and they sometimes play like some type of like a character like fucking Todd Phillips,
Yeah.
He's I'm here for the gangbang.
Like, what's the one he's all like,
that's
go to top floor,
the Hangover.
The Hangover.
Yeah, that's when Bradley Cooper's like, yeah, us too.
So yeah, I mean that's just kind of what I've been watching. And if you don't like Entourage, I'm not gonna fight you about it. I'm really not. If given everybody's mentality nowadays, the cancel culture, blah blah blah, like I get it why it's problematic. I'm not gonna fight you and tell you that it's a great show because it has its issues, but it's a good show. I like it. So with that being said, fuck you. I'm just kidding. Steven, what have you been watching?
Well, actually, I've been watching. I totally forgot that the last season of Wu-Tang was coming out, so I've been trying to catch up on that.
On the Hulu. How many seasons is that?
Just 3.
3?
Yeah, I think they were gonna end it with the second season, but people like wanted more, like to see what was going on, and stuff like that behind the scenes and stuff like that. And the second season was great. I mean, the first season was really good too, but it was like really, really slow starting. Just kind of like where they all were before Wu-Tang happened, and like how some of them were even like enemies and stuff like that. Like one of the members shot up one of the other members' house with his brothers in there while because they all used to actually like sling drugs and stuff like that, and RZA was in prison for almost killing someone.
RZA.
So for them to bounce back and then become this like multi-million dollar company, Wu-Tang became a big thing. I remember Wu-Tang was all over the place when I was in high school.
Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
Yeah, and then like Wu-Wear and stuff like that. So
Liquid Swords.
Oh, Jizza. Loved Jizza. He was like, it was always my favorite.
Like I'm not familiar with a lot of Wu-Tang stuff, but like I remember stumbling on Liquid Swords because we used to share like our Apple or whatever.
Yeah.
And you had it downloaded, so I like put it on my thing, and that from album I'm familiar with. It's fucking good. And I was like, so I at least could say like.
And it's cool because in this next season, this third season. He's actually working on that album.
Oh yeah, that's so fucking cool.
You hear the beat, I'm like, oh dude, it just makes you want to go fucking listen to it again.
I'm gonna listen to it again. Yeah.
But yeah, it's starting out pretty good. I didn't even know like RZA and Old Dirty Bastard had this little beef going on because some stuff that with when they were doing their solos and the record signings, all these record companies were coming at them and with different deals and stuff like that, and like. For ODB, he always wanted to be Def Jam. He always wanted to be on Def Jam. But
who's Def Jam?
But it's a record company.
I know, but who? I know someone. Is it not P Diddy?
No.
Which one's P? Anyway, we gotta get into it. But yeah.
So but anyway, so yeah, without consulting with him, RZA just like straight up said like no, he's gonna sign with Elektra. And like he got all pissed off, and it took him a while to do his album because he was like not coming around in anything because they had some the beef.
So you think this show does a really good job at exploring a lot of the
I kind of think
like
so.
Beefs and
I know RZA was involved with a lot of stuff for the show. I'm not sure how much all the other members were. Obviously I'm not not ODB. May he rest in peace. But he died at a very young age. And I kind of freak out about that because it's like He died very young, and I could have sworn like when I was in high school he was like kind of still around, but no, I think he died like when I was in high school, and I was just like crazy.
Yeah.
Because like his music was like everywhere.
Crazy.
And, yeah, but yeah, I mean it's a pretty good show. I'm digging it. I like it. Liking where they're going with it. Just kind of sucks that this is going to be the last season. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they stick the landing.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird, like, you know, like nowadays that's like a thing, limited series, and like it kind of sucks, but I get it, because I mean, with Wu-Tang, yeah, you can only probably go so far with it, but like when it's so good, you're like you want more, and it's just like, but you know it's just a limited series, so. Yeah. I mean, I remember like, how many seasons did Seinfeld go for? Like.
Yeah. But again, that's like primetime TV,
Yeah.
you know, fucking network television.
But I mean, even then, some shows don't even last that long anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
For so many reasons, but you know, like,
yeah.
it is what it is.
So I can't help but notice. I'm looking over at your screen over here, and you got it's a new Hulu original, I believe. No, a Peacock original. Poker Face. I think it is showran, or it's something to do with Ryan Johnson or somebody.
Yeah, right. Ryan Johnson. Is it Ryan Johnson? Yeah, Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
Who did
The Last Jedi, Knives Out. Yeah. He also did Looper. So have you been watching?
No, I just kind of it just kind of came up. I don't even know how it came up, but
shit.
I have been wanting to watch this show when I saw that it came out, and that's another thing too. Like, you know, Natasha Leone.
Leon.
Yeah, I want to say Leone. You know, I liked her a lot. She was one of my favorite characters, even though she didn't have a big role in the American Pie movies. You know, especially the first one when she's trying to help Finch, you know, get over his.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
she's spreading all the rumors about him, like, you know,
Yeah.
he's good in bed and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But
She's come a long
but
way.
yeah, she's come a long way. I mean, I know she was kind of like out for a while, I guess, you know,
And like with Russian Doll,
with her
she came
family. But then, what really brought her back was Orange Is the New Black.
Oh, okay.
She was a real popular character in that series, and then Russian Doll came out, which I loved the first season, but the second season, I don't know, it just did not hit well for me, which I was really disappointed with, but I still enjoyed it. So I'm really interested in seeing this one, Poker Face. It's on Peacock. It is a series, so it's not a movie or anything. So it is a series, and I think it's like got like different stories that she's involved with. She kind of like plays like the same kind of character, I guess, as Daniel Craig.
Okay.
You know, like
she's like
a detective,
yeah,
or like something like that.
I think the show is like she like has visions of like she knows what's happening. I don't know.
Or she can tell when someone's lying about
Yeah.
something.
That's what it is. Yeah,
like
yeah,
she
yeah.
can read their like movements and their body language and stuff like that, which is why it's called Poker Face.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So is there anything else you've been watching? I mean, as far as like, you know, television. I mean, like anything that stands out in particular. Pretty much what I'm asking is pretty much okay. Like I'm gonna throw you a flip. Anything you could talk about? Why go restroom for like 2 seconds?
No. But I could think of some stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Hey.
Too early in the show.
For real, man. I don't know what's going on there. Were you drinking before? You probably were drinking before, weren't you? Yeah. So yeah, while he's out doing that, I mean, again, guys, you know, we appreciate you guys for everything, you know, supporting us and whatnot. And, you know, again, you know, please leave us some likes, subscribe to our YouTube page. We see you guys on the social medias. I mean, granted, we're mostly on Instagram, but, you know, we haven't been really posting too much on there. But, you know, we're working on it. You know, life is life, you know, and we get really, really busy. So, you know, we're really trying to do our best and, you know, trying to do more shows, trying to be consistent with our shows and, you know, trying to be active on social media and stuff like that. So, you know, just go out there, subscribe, like, hit us up, share our content with other people. So, and he's back.
Yeah. I never left. Just kidding. Okay, yeah. So let's get into a lot of stuff that we want to talk about in this
Oh, I
episode.
saw You People
You People. What's that?
with
That's with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy, right?
yeah.
How was that?
It was all right.
I started watching it. Oh no, I wanted to watch it, but I just never did.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I think Julia Louis Dreyfus kind of steals the
She plays his mom, right?
His mom,
Yeah,
yeah.
Jonah Hill's mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it. I just haven't got around to it. But
I was a little disappointed with Eddie Murphy's. He kind of played
serious
a more serious dad role than
comedic.
yeah.
Does Jonah Hill still try to do his type of comedy?
Yeah, Jonah Hill was Jonah Hill. I mean, he was hilarious. So
He's just not the same anymore. To be honest,
I thought he was good in this one.
Okay.
He was.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So we just obviously, I mean, like when we're recording now, we had the Super Bowl last weekend, and of course, with that comes a lot of
Why you gotta?
sorry, trailers.
Yeah, Fast X was Eddie's favorite.
Fuck that, bro. So
All right,
what you got?
Before we get into the trailers, we got another beer coming up here. Starshine Indian Pale Ale coming in at a 5%. This is from Martin House Brewing Company in Fort Worth, Texas. So, again, another Texas beer.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of saw this one just, look 90s style and definitely reminds me of Saved by the Bell. So.
It really does, yeah. And the thing is, I saw that too, and I was all like, no IPAs. And then like Home Team has an IPA. I'm like, okay, it's fine.
So, but it's like you said, dude. Like I go into the store and it's just like hazy IPA, double hops IPA, and blood orange IPA,
which is
grapefruit IPA. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Which is crazy because like a lot of people that I talk to, right, that don't drink a lot of craft beers, they're always talking shit about IPAs. Oh, IPAs are gross. Oh, you drink IPAs? Oh, IPAs. I'm just like, but they're fucking everywhere. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Like, I mean, yeah, I'm a guy that loves IPAs. I'm sorry, that's just who I am. I like IPAs. That's my thing. I just try not to let it like But again, that's all we have on the shelf. Like that's what's in demand right now.
Yeah. So like every Friday after work, we do what we happy hour. And we kind of just like unwind, drink some beers, and one of the guys that sometimes goes for us to pick up beers, all he comes back with is just always IPAs. And I'm always asking him, like, dude, can you bring something a little different? Like I don't care if you bring two, because we always get like 3 6-packs. And it's like, I don't care if you get 2 IPAs, but like the third one, dude, make it something different. Surprise me, a Bach, an Amber, a lager or something.
Again, too, there's not really much box on the shelf.
Well, there's a new one, and I was gonna get it, but they only had it in a 12-pack. And I didn't have enough for that 12-pack. So.
What was it?
Real Ale has it.
Oh. Huh.
So
interesting.
It's pretty good. I've had it, but I wanted to bring it, but they didn't have it in a 6-pack. So
sweet. So yeah, guys, trailers. We got a lot.
And
what?
The season is coming. We are gonna get some strawberry beer.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for it. Strawberry beer.
Strawberries.
It's so funny, right? Like the beer fest, you're like they make fun of strawberry beers, and like that's like literally one of the best beers ever.
Yeah.
So we just watched a trailer before the show.
I wish I would have had that like on the
strawberries. So we just watched a trailer before we started recording. I think we're gonna talk about 3 main trailers right now. I think we're kind of just going to order what we're more interested in. So I think the first one
gonna follow you. So
the first one is gonna be John Wick Chapter 4. I think it's the second trailer. Oh wait, no, hold on. Backtrack. I want to bring up something really fast.
Be kind and rewind.
Yeah, we're talking about Entourage, HBO Max original series, The Last of Us. Tonight we're gonna get our 6th episode, I believe.
Something like that, 5th or 6th.
Steven, I like the show. I really do. The show is good. I like it. It hit, obviously. The last episode I asked you the question: is this show overhyped? And again, this week I'm coming with you. I think this show is a little overhyped.
What do you mean by overhyped?
Like people are like, oh, it's the best episode of television we've ever seen. Oh, this show is the best show.
Okay,
HBO.
see, for me, overhype is being like before even the show came out and everyone's just talking about it, because no one wasn't really talking about it when it was coming out. The only ones that were kind of talking about it were the people that played the games and the people that are more, into the things like this, like the way we are.
Yeah.
And I know we didn't talk about it much because we never played the game.
Yeah.
I knew of the game and I had always wanted to play it, but and I'm barely playing it, but still, I didn't think it was overhyped because like not too many people were talking about it. And again, the ones that were, they were being more skeptical of it because of the thing with live action movies, video games becoming live action movies / TV shows. They always miss, and it's not what fans expect of it.
Yeah.
And again, I know it's not always about the fans, and they're gonna change some stuff and things like that. But like, for instance, the Resident Evil show that came out on Netflix, my neighbor loves it. He liked it. And I think he's played more of the games, and he said it kind of like hit on some stuff. But oh my god, dude, I thought it was trash. I'm sorry, but I thought it was total trash. When they announced that they weren't gonna move on with the second season, I was like, that's fine by me because this thing was just trash. Like it just was not good. When the remake movie, when they were trying to reboot the movie, I thought the reboot of it was really good, and it was actually a little bit, like scary. Like it had that horror tone to it, and sometimes I kind of forgot, like, oh shit, we're watching the Resident Evil movie. You didn't really get to that until like halfway through the movie when they start discovering more stuff and diving more deep into stuff, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot we're watching Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like what's another one that was just kind of trash? Mortal Kombat.
I mean, it was fun. It was a fun movie, but yeah, it wasn't.
I mean, the fights were really good. And I think they were a little bit more better than.
But I also think that, granted, the movie isn't all that great, but I also think it suffered. We're talking about Mortal Kombat. It fell into that category of 2021 where things were just pushed out on HBO Max. Like we had that one
because they were all supposed to come out in 2020.
Yeah. Thanks, COVID. So The Last of Us, again, like I got nothing bad to say about the show. Like it's a good show. I like it. For me, a lot of the stuff that's happening in the show, for one, like don't get attached to none of the characters because they go, spoilers, by the way, spoilers.
Just think of it as Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Game of Thrones, as far as the characters being introduced, go out really fast. But also too, like, and again too, I feel like we've seen a lot of similar things, not the same things, a lot of similar things in The Walking Dead. Like, I don't know, like, I'm watching the show, I'm like, okay, the infected are bad, the people are worse. Okay, yeah, I know that already, because Walking Dead already put that out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's going to come with anything.
And yeah, this is a little more like, this is like hyper focused, and again, nothing wrong with it. Hyper focused on Joe and Ellie, which I love. With the last episode, with the two characters, Sam and
his brother.
Henry.
Yeah,
Henry and Sam, and then if you've seen the episode or if you played the game, you know what happens. And yeah, dude, like it was.
I want to say they changed it a little bit with Sam, but
for sure they did, because I
haven't gotten that far.
In the game, Sam wasn't deaf.
Yeah,
but in the show he is.
Yeah.
But as far as whatever happens, in the show, it happened in the game, and yeah, as it played out in the show, I wasn't like watching it. Yeah, it sucked. It was sad, whatever. I was more like, damn, like Ellie had to see that happen in front of her, and then the way she was acting afterwards, like, okay, let's go, like that. I love, like, I really love that. I love how like she, like, we're really seeing her like as a child, like just like seeing this shit in front of her and like it becoming real, and like she's becoming more and more like Joe. But at the same time, Joe is becoming more and more like her. Like, it's just like, it's this weird kind of
like they're counterbalancing.
Yeah. Because like you know, like at the end of the episode, you see her and she's walking away and she's like, "Come on," and he's just like, "Oh shit!" Like you know. So like, and that part I love about it. I love it, but it's just like, I feel like I've seen this before. I don't know. Again, like I like the show. I'm really enjoying it. I
guess you can kind of say that, like, but it didn't really start happening until maybe like the 3rd season with Carl.
Yeah.
'Cause remember in the prison,
With his mom.
was it 3rd season or 4th season?
I think it was the 3rd season because the second season.
But there's that one part where that one kid's playing with the Legos and he's like, "Oh, Carl's over here all cleaning the gun and putting it together," and you know he kind of lost that childhood, that you know kid mentality. You know, and now he's more like, I had to be serious. I had to protect.
He's battle hardened. You know.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Yeah. So I'm just like.
He's lost that innocence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah. So like you see that a lot with Ellie, and you know, and I like
because you were seeing it in this episode when she met the other kid, and you know they were playing
you know,
together soccer and reading comics and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm eager to see what's gonna happen in this next episode. You know, as we're recording, this is Sunday, so we're gonna get our 6th episode of this show. I'm eager to see how it's gonna go. I just like people. As far as what I'm hearing, as far as the podcast and stuff, I'm listening to the people I follow, like they're like over the moon about it. I'm like, yes, it's good, but it's not like groundbreaking. It's not the best. I mean, it's really good, but it's not just groundbreaking to me. I don't know. It's just.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I mean, there's nothing special about it. Yes, it is good. It's good entertainment. It is a good TV show. But yeah, I get it. There's nothing new about it. This is recycled material. You've seen it before in other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen it in I Am Legend. There was a cure out there. She's the cure.
Yeah.
Or actually, 28 days later. Remember the kid?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, yeah, I get it. You know, but yes, you know, I am enjoying the show. It's a really good show. You know, I like the things that are going on, the things they had to do, the things they're seeing, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. I just want to get that conversation out of the way. Last of Us, whatever. I know. I'm excited for it, you know, to see where it goes. I cannot wait till the show finishes and we have our friend Alex on the show because I know he's ready to come on.
And he's actually played the game.
Yeah. So I cannot wait to the show finishes. We just had that whole conversation as, you know, as a whole. But anyway, moving on to the trailers. We just we just watched the John Wick 4 trailer. Steven, and again, what are we doing with this? What are we? I feel like, I just feel like the snowball started rolling and it was good,
look, dude,
and it's just going and going and going. Like, where are we going with this movie?
There is no major plot to any of these movies. The only one that had a major plot to it was the first one.
Exactly. The first one was really good.
And you know, and I enjoyed all these. And you know me, I'm an action hero, or not action hero. I'm an action guy, action movie guy. You know, like I love the action. I love the way that you know the fight, the gunfight.
They call it like. What do they call it?
I forgot to call it something.
Gunjitsu or some
like
stupid
that.
shit like
but
that.
But I mean, that one part where he's just like, he's got the fucking guy, he's holding him and he's reload, but like the way he reloads,
just throws it out
and then turns around and
that was cool. Yeah.
Like,
but it's just like,
and you know, I love the things with the dogs. I love the dogs. I loved in the third one that they brought the character that Halle Berry played in her two dogs and how they were just fighting and. You know, dude, I thought that was a...
See, the thing is, too, like... And maybe
I wish they would do a spinoff with her character.
Maybe it's me, but, like, I haven't rewatched the second or the third one.
The second one was boring. I'm going to admit that. The second one was a little boring. I didn't really like that one. I really enjoyed the first one. I really enjoyed the third one.
Mm-hmm.
I just did not get into the second one. The only thing that was pretty funny about this... And I say funny about the second one is because you got Keanu Reeves' character and Common's character... fighting in like this
in a public area, right?
Yeah, they're like shooting each other. Like they have the they have the guns underneath their jackets and just like
yeah.
And there's like, and the people are just straight up just like walking and they don't even know what's going on.
Does he like stab him and just leave him there? Like he just leaves him there
in the train, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so and another thing I did like about the second one is that they actually showed how he killed people with just the pencil, because that was one thing.
That was like
I've seen him kill someone with just the pencil.
yeah. But
Baba Yaga.
but the thing is with these trailers though, like would you just watch the trailer for this one, and it's
Of course
I
they're
feel
gonna make
like
it ridiculous.
every time it's just like it's almost I'm almost close to the point where it's just like with like Vin Diesel with the fast movies. It's like it's family. So for every trailer we get,
that is fucking annoying. No. And I'll get to that in a bit. I'll let you get to your point. But oh my god.
But like with every trailer for John Wick, it's like action, and then John Wick, this isn't that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna need a suit. Yeah, like I'm just like, come on, like
I'm gonna kill them all.
Yeah, I'm just like,
and that's all I need. Go John Wick. Do what you gotta do, man. Be John Wick.
I don't know. It's just like
I'm just tired of this. Yeah, go for it.
No. I'm done. I'm done.
Because I was actually gonna jump into something else, but actually with this one, I'm super stoked for it because it's got a lot of good characters in it, a lot of good actors. Like Donnie Yen's gonna be in it. I'm not expecting too much from Bill Skarsgård's character. I think he's just gonna kind of be like one of those fillers and just like, listen here, John. This is what you gotta do to get out of this. But in his accent,
yeah.
And then I'm not even gonna try to say the name, but the
guy that plays Scorpion,
the guy that plays Scorpion in Mortal Kombat, that's gonna be fucking bad, dude. Fucking how do you not like action like that? I mean, that is good action right there, man.
Dude.
Swords, guns, bing, 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 pa, 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 bing, bing, bing. Pa, pa.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I mean, who else is gonna do that? Like fucking Steven Seagal? Fuck that guy, dude. He's outdone, dude. Like I love Steven Seagal movies. Like Hard to Kill is one of my favorite fucking movies. Out for Justice.
This is definitely this generation's those movies.
Under Siege with Tommy Lee Jones, dude. I mean, but fucking John Wick, dude. I mean, come on. This I think this is way much better than the fucking Matrixes.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, because Matrix just got really weird.
And not only that, but a lot of CGI, man. And that you want to talk about something that didn't age well. Those movies did not age well at all.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to see it.
Oh, yeah, for sure I'm going to see it.
I honestly don't even think I've even seen any of these movies in theaters, so, but, I mean.
I only saw the third one. I never saw the first two in theater.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, does it say when that movie comes out?
Just 2023.
Yeah, sometime this year.
I'm pretty sure I could get a date here. Yeah, March 24th, next month.
Okay, nice.
So actually, when when I went to go see this one in theater, the third one in theater, is when I had my bad experience over at Evo theaters.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, how the hell are you gonna have a concession stand with people standing there, and you don't even fucking sell shit? It's like we went there and we're like, oh, can we get some popcorn? Oh, you order it in the theater. What the fuck are you standing here for?
So like it's kind of like, but it's not like that. Obviously, they were doing that wrong. And I mean, me and my wife. My wife loves craft beer too. Yeah.
She got really into craft beer too, and when we got there, they had some craft beers. We order it. Motherfucker pours 2 Ultras. I saw him pouring the 2 Ultras, like the tab for the Ultra. Make a little Ultra and give it to us. And we're like, that's not what we ordered. That is completely different from what we ordered. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right, I'm insulted. But no, as I'm saying, like, how like you said they have a concession stand, but it's just like they order in theater. They're doing it wrong. You know who's doing it right? Flick's Brew House, because they don't have a concession stand.
Yeah.
You do order in the theater.
You do order in the theater.
It's amazing.
I mean, yeah.
It's amazing. So John Wick Chapter 4.
The only one thing I have with Flicks, I love Flicks. I even liked it when we went there and we talked to Wes, who's the head brewer there. The only one thing though is if you order at the bar, you have to close at the bar.
Oh yeah.
And it is an 18% gratuity.
Oh, they charge you like right then and there.
Yeah. It's the only thing, they can't transfer it, but it's still a minor thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, seats are comfortable, food's good, beer's even better. Speaking of which, I won't talk about the movie yet, but we went to go see Ant-Man there, and I got the Nebula Choco Stout. Amazing! I have not had a stout that delicious in a long, long time. It was really good.
I got the.
I highly suggest you try it. I know you're not a big stout person, but it does not taste like as bitter as most stouts do.
Yeah, and I got the Tangerine IPA, really good.
Yeah.
So John Wick Chapter 4, first trailer we're gonna talk about. So the next one, we got the
Fast X Family.
Fuck that. The next one is the second trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't really have too much to say about this trailer.
I was about to say the same thing. I don't have too much to say about it. I mean, at this point, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's you're either gonna like it or hate it. I want to point out, highly is like, do not try to predict what's gonna happen.
Please. Who's gonna die?
Who's gonna die? Who's gonna come back? Who's not gonna come back?
Everybody's doing that, dude. Everybody's doing that.
Do not. Just go in there, watch the movie, enjoy it for what it's gonna be, and then just call it a day.
Yeah, dude. That's like the main discussion. Is Drax gonna die? Because Dave Bautista said he's not gonna do more movies no more. He's gonna go to DC. So is Drax gonna die? What about Rocket Raccoon? Because
Drax cannot die. He could probably do like what Steve Rogers did and just retire and go off, to his own thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, it was a good trailer. I don't have much to say about it. I mean,
and I'm not gonna lie, like with both trailers that we've gotten, the teaser one and the full length one, I wasn't like, what? Like, I wasn't. There was nothing that really stood out to me that was just like
blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I think it was way too long for them to bring out Adam Warlock.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm just like, the trailers are playing. They show him just like, that's not the thing I care about when I'm watching these trailers. Yeah. I'm more concerned about the Guardians as them, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot he's in this movie. Like, I don't really care, So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy coming out in May or June, I think. But
sometime this year.
Yeah. But the thing is, the one trailer that did come out. And I think it's when it played on live TV during the Super Bowl.
Well, first of all, let's go back a little bit. May 5th this year is Guardians of the Galaxy.
May 5th, got it.
Let's kind of go back to last episode.
All right.
Our last episode.
Okay.
We did have a lot of things to say, or quite at least some things to say that we were just like, I don't know. I'm not too stoked on this. I mean, especially with a lot of the drama that's been going on, a lot of stuff that was supposed to be in there that got taken out.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you saw that trailer during Super Bowl? I just want your reaction. I kind of remember it, but I want to know, like, from your perspective.
So yeah, like you said, like we've been hearing a lot of things about this movie. One of the things I've been hearing about this movie is
and then the fact too that we were wondering, like, why of all the movies they're gonna keep this one?
Yeah. But also too, like, and also too, what the word about this movie is that people who have seen it is like, oh, this is a good movie. Like, this is top tier. This is on the tier of The Dark Knight as far as DC movies go. I'm just like, how? Why? What? No. Seen the trailer? I'm like, oh shit, maybe
we got some competition here.
Maybe it might be. I don't know. It looks really good.
I was like, can I retract everything I said before?
That is everybody's reaction. I watch a lot of trailer reactions, and everybody's all like, I'm gonna swallow my words. This movie looks amazing. Like, this movie looks really good.
Speaking of amazing, this fucking IPA is amazing.
Yeah, it's really easy to drink.
It's really refreshing.
And that is The Flash. The Flash. We got dude,
fucking General Zod is gonna come back.
But thing is, like, this movie has been pushed. This movie has been delayed. We've first heard about this movie, like, remember we got that first trailer, like, in DC Universe. I forgot, like, the DC, what do you call it? Fandom, whatever. Like,
Fandom.
Like 2 years ago or something. this movie has had a lot of drama behind it. Of course, you know, with the actor Ezra Miller, and that has been a big turnoff for me. I'm just like, I don't like him. I don't want to support them, if you will.
Him.
Yeah. And also too, like the with the rumors that, like, you know, because I could have swore I heard rumors that all of them, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, and Gal Gadot were supposed to make an appearance, but they cut them out. Apparently, they didn't cut out Ben Affleck. He's still in the movie.
Well,
and he's still very much in the movie.
Well, we'll really find out. I mean, he is on the starring.
And they showed him.
As the list, and they show him. But remember, movies are notorious for, at the last minute, cutting shit out.
Well, anyway, so.
But, I mean, as much as they showed of him, I would think that's going to be very hard to cut out.
Yeah. No, for sure. And also, too, like, and I also watching the trailer, I'm like, oh shit, is that Christian Bale? No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
It wasn't.
It's not.
It wasn't.
No, it's not.
It wasn't.
As quickly as
I thought it was
as
too.
quickly as everybody's like, oh shit, he's riding the little motorbike. And we're like,
Yeah, because I said the same thing too. He's riding the Bat Pod.
No, it's Ben Affleck. It's Ben
Totally
Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And he's sporting the
Gray and blue. Oh, dude, come on! I have a Batman sleeve. What are we doing? I love Batman. I love him. Sorry,
I'm not gonna lie though, too, dude. But even like I was a little skeptical with them saying like, oh my, they're gonna bring Michael Keaton back. I'm like, why? Like, that's my Batman, you know. But like why? And you know, after seeing the trailer, I'm like, okay.
Dude, I just love and again, every trailer reaction with this when there's certain scene in the trailer comes up, and he's all like, you're he's like, yeah, I'm Batman. And everybody's like, yes! It's like, yes! You know, like, yes, I love it. Like, it hits a spot for everybody, and people are excited. And not only that, too, like, I had no idea Michael Shannon Zod was in this movie. I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was definitely part of the rewrites.
It
had to be.
And also, too, like, I love it. Like, I love it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm super stoked. I'm really eager, you know, because like prior to the trailer, like honestly, like my like things I'm looking forward to was Ant-Man. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see Ant-Man soon. I'm excited. And we got the trailer for Flash. I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually more excited for the Flash now. Like, oh my god, looks great. And it kind of sucks too because like honestly, like I'm super excited for the Flash. I'm sorry, I could give two shits about the Shazam movie. I don't care.
I'm gonna watch it. I like Shazam. I just know with this one, I think this one, I'm pretty sure the director knew stuff was going on, and at a certain point, he probably was just like, you know what, you guys do what you want.
Yeah,
I'll prove it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, but yeah,
Zachary, yeah, that's great. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrap it.
Yeah. Just keep being silly. You're good.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, this trailer. I mean,
it just sucks too because it's like the whole reason why they brought out Black Adam was because it was eventually supposed to be a Shazam and Black Adam.
Fuck The Rock, bro.
And for The Rock to be like, nah, I want to battle Superman. Like,
fuck that, bro. Dude,
you know what? I'm glad he's not in the DCU anymore.
I'm honestly too. Like,
I love The Rock. I love a lot of his movies. You know, even though he in some moment he plays real silly stuff. Like, I love Central Intelligence with him and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He's got the fanny pack and the unicorn shirt on. But it's just like at a certain point, dude, it's like he got really, really big headed when he got cast for the Black Adam role.
Yeah, and then at that point he's like, no, I talked to our investors. We made money. No, you didn't. I mean, yeah, no, you made money, but not as much as you're thinking you are.
You did. Everybody else didn't.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that movie, but yeah. So The Flash coming out, I think in June, sometime in June.
It's all right. It's trash.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. You know, I'm ecstatic about that, honestly. But before we get to the main topic, I think we should take a quick break real fast, collect ourselves, and then we get into the main topic, which is
I just poured myself another beer.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania coming at you.
You can go. I'll just keep talking.
Okay, see, let's get talking. Let's take a break.
You know what? I still got some stuff to say about the Flash.
Go for it.
I mean, we didn't talk about Supergirl, dude. I mean, that's gonna be awesome. You know, so the Flash is actually gonna be based off of the Flashpoint paradox. There obviously is a comic for it. If you don't want to read the comic or can't find the comic, you can go to HBO Max and watch the Flashpoint Paradox animated movie, which is so good. I really highly recommend it. It's gonna be a little different from what the movie's gonna be for sure, but you get an idea of what's going on. So basically, what's happening, you know, is that when Barry Allen was young, his mom was killed, and the person that got blamed for it was his dad, which is why his dad was in prison. So, what ends up happening is that he can't deal with that burden. So, the Flash has the ability to run so fast that he can go through time through a paradox and change certain timelines and certain things that happened in that timeline. One thing he changes is his mom getting killed. So it becomes a whole thing. So, you know, just be prepared for that, because you're going to be wondering, like, why is there two Barry Allens? Why are there two Flashes? You know, what's going on here? Why does one look different? Why is one suit different than the other? And
why is one wearing yellow?
Yeah.
I
We
know. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean,
I kind of wish they did bring what's Bruce Wayne's dad's name? Thomas Wayne. That would have been badass.
Yeah.
Dude, Negan is Thomas Wayne. Yeah, that would have been fucking badass. But you know, again, like you said, I had no idea. Like, I didn't know. Like, I knew what the concept was gonna be. I just didn't know that they were actually gonna bring fucking Michael Shannon back to play General Zod, dude.
I know, dude. That's fucking like.
And I kind of see that too. Why? Because of, you know, they use Zod's body to create Doomsday in Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
You know, and which sucks, dude. You know what? Like, 'cause I kind of like thinking about it, like, and I watched it again recently.
So much potential.
And yeah, Batman versus Superman had so much potential, and I like some of the stuff that happened in it, but some of the decisions they went with, and again, like, I understand that they're gonna change certain things of, like, you know, how this character became to be hints. Case in point, and that we'll talk about in a little bit. You know, MODOK and Ant-Man and Wasp, but like. You know, I just thought that was way, like, far left, like, or not far left, but like way outfield, dude. Like just way out there. I was like, no, dude, like that's no. And not only that, but it was like, that's just lazy writing.
Yeah,
that's just super lazy writing. And you know what? Thinking about it too, I know like that DC had this whole thing with Zack Snyder. He's not that good of a director. I'm gonna be honest with you. He did.
He's really not.
I think, and other people would disagree with me. I know you won't, but other people would disagree with me. I thought he did good with Watchmen. You know, other people didn't. You know, because he changed certain things. And again, things are gonna get changed.
It's a little long.
You know,
a little long.
But like, I mean, 300 wasn't that good.
Dawn of the Dead.
Not that good.
I like that movie.
Actually, that one was pretty good. No, but what's the other one? Oh, what was that one that he did? Sucker Punch. That one.
I never seen that one.
I don't know if he did. Did he do that one?
Yeah, he did, because it was Vanessa Hudgens and Smoke Show.
And then what was the other one he did? Man of Steel. Man of Steel was great. I thought Man of Steel was good.
Yeah, Man of Steel, dude. And that's the thing, like Batman v Superman. Some of the best parts are revisiting the Man of Steel stuff.
Yeah.
I think with the Flash, I think, like, again, a lot of people, a lot of things that people are liking about it is the revisiting of the Man of Steel stuff. It just sucks, bro. Like the whole Henry Cavill stuff, you know, like that we're not gonna give him back supposedly. I understand James Gunn's direction is going a completely different, completely different. Like from what we're gonna do, this whole Flash movie is gonna be a whole just reset. So I'm eager to see what's gonna happen with that. It just sucks, bro. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess the only thing to do is just waiting to see how it's gonna turn out and see what we do. But I mean, I am excited about it. You know what? The one thing is that I'm so annoyed by. The internet sucks. Like the internet is so stupid. People on the internet are so dumb. There's this rumor going around that and apparently James Gunn has debunked it that and I'm like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. People keep insisting it's gonna happen. That at the end of this Flash movie, that we're gonna get a George Clooney cameo as Batman, and he's gonna be and that he's gonna be the Batman that's from the Brave and the Bold and the new James Gunn one. No, he's not. And it's funny because someone was like, James Gunn debunked that, and he goes, well, yeah, no, he debunked it. He's gonna make a cameo, but he debunked that he's not gonna be. I'm like, no. Would you shut up? Would you guys just shut up and just let it happen how it's gonna happen? All you guys and your little fucking theories. Ugh.
Yeah, and then they get all pissed off when their theories don't even pan out. This is not about you, dude. I get that we're all fans of it. Yes, we're gonna complain about some stuff, but don't get pissed off just because your theory did not come true. Dude,
that has been a big problem, even with the MCU, with the Phase 4.
Everything,
with the Phase 4 stuff. Everybody's like, oh well, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. It didn't happen. Oh, this movie sucks. Fuck you. Anyway,
So on that point, let's get to our main topic.
Yes, sir. So Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has come out.
Because I know there was a lot of
fan
theories on this one too.
This movie is and it sucks too. I'm gonna just give you the.
And I'm just gonna say it off the bat real quick. I'm sorry, but you know what? Michelle Pfeiffer, smoke show,
dude. Yes. And I think she's probably one of the standouts of the film. Right now, as it currently states, this movie is at a 47% on Rotten Tomatoes, which means it's rotten. This is the second movie in the MCU that have a rotten score, followed by the Eternals. I love the Eternals. I like the Eternals. But
you're the only one.
But this movie has an 84% audience score. So I mean, audience are really enjoying it. So, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Tune you down here a little bit.
We're gonna get into some spoilers, but
we'll try not to spoil too much because I know this is really new, but we are definitely gonna do some spoilers.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen the movie and you don't want spoilers, this is the time to click out now. Please come back when you watch the movie. You don't care about spoilers, stick around. If you've seen the movie, please stick around. We're gonna get into it. So first and foremost, Steven, off the bat, what did you think of the movie in general? Just without getting into it, what did you think about it?
In general, I liked it. It was really entertaining. It was funny. I mean, it was Paul Rudd being Paul Rudd, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love Paul Rudd. I like a lot of stuff that he's in. I like a lot of his characters that he's played. I loved his character from Anchorman. I mean, he was the heartthrob from Clueless.
Mm-hmm. Which you just saw recently.
Which I also just saw. So I saw 2 movies with Paul Rudd. Hell yeah. I mean, he's just a guy. I mean, who would have thought, right? Not us. Not me.
Yeah. I have to agree with you. I enjoyed the movie. I really did. Do I think it's the best? No. But it was definitely.
It did have some Guardian vibes for sure.
Guardian?
Yeah, vibes. The first one.
Yeah. So it was,
as far as like the comic reliefs and stuff like that, yeah. and it being in a whole other universe.
So some of the things that I've heard from reviewers prior to watching the movie is that this is probably one of the most sci-fi movies ever. People have chalked it up to Star Wars, more so The Fifth Element, as far as just being weird and sci-fi. And I agree with that because it's funny because I watched the movie with my girlfriend and
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Because of the bugs.
Yeah. And it's funny because like we're watching the movie and she's done where she goes.
That's such an underrated movie. I love that movie. I'm
It's
sorry.
actually true. Rico. She's watching the movie and she's all like, "This is kind of like Star Wars, but in MC." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." Like the.
But the funny thing is that they weren't even in space.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that deep exploration of the quantum realm. What was I gonna say? And but also too, I heard like this movie that gets really crazy and like in the end, like it's just chaotic at the end, which I totally agree with. Yeah, no, I like this movie. I definitely think this is better than Thor, Love and Thunder.
Oh, for sure.
And
and
Doctor Strange.
Thank you for saying that.
Doctor Strange. I think
For
it's better
sure.
than Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
for sure.
I think for me, I might think it better than Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
You know,
I mean, again, I love Black Panther. I love Wakanda Forever. I'm not gonna lie. I love the character of Namor. You know, just because of unfortunate events. You know, things that happen, especially with the late Chadwick Boseman. You know, and I'm not to bash that the characters that did come back and try to do what they could do, which I felt that they were great, but there were just certain things on there that just wasn't like, that just did not hit good for me.
And the thing is with
and one of the things I hated was those stupid suits.
yeah, that Midnight Sisters.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, dude, like Phase 4 has had a really bad taste in everybody's mouths. It's like, it's not what people thought it was gonna be. So Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is the first movie of Phase 5. And it just sucks because, like I said, this movie is very divisive. There are some people that they like it. Some people that just like they just don't like it at all. Obviously with the Rotten Tomatoes score.
I'm just gonna go out there and say that the only thing I did not like is that they didn't bring back the Friends.
Oh yeah, so Michael Pena, actually
T.I.
and David Dastmalchian.
Yeah.
But David Dastmalchian was in the film. You know who he played? What? No. I got hoes.
Oh.
Yeah, that was him. He played. I forgot his name, but yeah, he played him.
No, I'm talking about like the.
Yeah, but the actual characters, yeah, and that's the thing too, like, because
I mean, even if they didn't have like what do you call it, like dialogue, like it would have been fun just to see them there.
see, but the thing with this movie right off the back goes into the quantum realm. Like they don't waste no time. They go right into there.
But I'm saying, like in the beginning when he's talking, like everyone else asking me about how my life is this and this and that. Like,
yeah.
Like
because
they
did show
they
did show what's his name, Randall Parks.
Yeah, they showed his Parks, and then they showed the fucking Baskin Robbins guy.
Yeah.
It's like they could have just showed him real quick, like.
Yeah.
I mean, like I would have loved that,
Yeah, I do agree that like they kind of got the shit in this.
Yeah, and especially too that they had bigger roles in Ant-Man 2.
And also too because like Michael Pena's like his whole little shtick of like recapping everything.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what? We're gonna be best friends.
Like I don't know, because we went to the same theater, just different times.
Yeah.
And before the movie, they were showing like scenes from the old one, so they even showed those scenes.
Yeah, they showed that one where he's talking
with the truth serum.
Yeah,
yeah, he's a fucking truth serum. Yeah, no, I do agree that it did lack that. As far as like comedy,
I just like the part that fucking T.I. says, "You put the quarter in, you got to let the whole song play."
yeah. This is the first Ant-Man movie that I've seen in theaters. I didn't see the first two in theaters.
Yeah, I know you didn't. And I remember when Ant-Man first was coming out, you're like, I don't get it. It's just Ant-Man. I kept telling you, I go, well, there's Spider-Man. It's like, there's a talking raccoon.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch the first two in theaters. This is the first one I've seen in theaters. What does he call it? one thing I want to get right at the back is another. Catherine Newton, who plays Cassie, his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me she does not look like fucking Karen from Daredevil. What's her name? Deborah something.
Deborah Ann Wool.
Yeah, she's just like her. I think she does. Anyway,
I could see how.
yeah,
but
um,
she's not the same one that came out in Endgame, right?
no, definitely not. No, they recasted her. Yeah, man. So I mean, this movie, again, like I liked it. This morning before we did our episode, you know, like I started watching a lot of reviews, you know, because I like to, you know, like I watch these movies, right, and I get my own kind of like perspective on it. So I like to go and watch reviews just to see if people had like similar, you know, views on it, or just to get like if somebody didn't like the movie, because there were some reviews that I watched where they didn't like the movie, so I'm like, okay, I want to get their perspective, like why didn't they like it, like I will admit though, again, just you know, spoilers, and it's something that I was afraid of. Okay, first of all, they showed way too much in the trailers, like the whole thing, like I don't have to lose, I don't have to win, we just both have to lose. They showed that in the fucking trailers.
You know what? So one of the trailers that did show was the Guardians, and my son said the same thing about that one because they showed way too much in this trailer.
Yeah.
He's like, they showed way too much. He goes like, I'm not gonna be surprised when it comes out, and, you know, because in the trailer of Guardians you see Nebula carrying Star-Lord, and like other stuff too. But like that was like one of the main things.
That's the thing with Marvel too. Like they released a trailer, like the first look, and then they released like another trailer where it's like a little bit of the story, and then they released the third trailer where it's like a little bit more, and then they start releasing a bunch of fucking little spots of here and there of like the third act, and just like they show way too much.
And now you know why I only watch.
Yeah, because I don't watch like the little like clips or like little 30-minute.
Yeah, I don't watch those.
I don't watch those at all. Like I try just to watch the main ones and then that's it. But yeah, this one they literally show like the end of the movie. Where like, you know, the whole line, like, you know, like they like just said, like I don't have to win, like we just both have to lose. That was the last like the movie.
That was like a pinnacle point. Like a pinnacle.
I do think that Jonathan Majors as Kang was phenomenal. Oh. I loved him.
Here's another thing. You know what the show he came out in, right?
Loki?
No. Love.
Love Country.
Love Country.
Yeah.
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country. Yeah.
Do you feel and there's nothing against Jonathan Majors. I think he's a phenomenal actor. He's up and coming. But at this point, do you think he's done? He's got Josh Brolin vibes right now, because remember when Josh Brolin was coming out as Thanos, and then all of a sudden he started coming out in other stuff. He did Sicario 2.
Well, he's in both Sicarios.
Deadpool 2. Well, yeah. But I'm saying like all these movies with Josh Brolin were all coming out all at the same time.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Jonathan Majors.
Creed.
You know, Creed, Ant-Man. He was in Loki. What else? He was just also in something else I just recently saw. Devotion.
Devotion, the plane movie with Glenn Powell.
Yeah. You know, and good for him though. Good for him. You know, he's coming out, and he's coming out strong, dude. Like you know.
I don't know, because like with Josh Brolin, the thing is too, because like okay. So here's the thing with Kang, he's obviously being set up as like the next big bad, because we even have a future Avengers movie called the Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
We got him in Loki, where he kind of like set up like, there's more of me out there. In this one, we get the Conqueror, you know, who's been kind of like
he who remains. Yeah. The Timekeeper.
So in this one, we get the Conqueror, who's been, you know, just kind of stuck in the quantum realm, thanks to, you know, Michelle Pfeiffer's character, and
well, he was already banished there.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, spoilers.
I don't know. It's just it's weird, because with the way the movie ends, the way like it ended, and obviously he kind of gets sucked away into his little what's he called, multiverse engine, whatever. Mm-hmm. He gets sucked into it. And my first thought was like, he's not dead. He's not gone. He's not. And we move into the the post credit scene, which like they even say like, oh, he's dead. I'm like, no. And even that too, like that post credit scene, like when I first watched it, I'm like, okay, like we have a bunch of Kangs, they're obviously we have a bunch of Kangs. It just felt silly to me. Like, I know that post credit scene is kind of taken off of a comic of a comic book panel where Kang is like, he sees a bunch of himself and like they're all like, it's a bunch of Kangs. This one is just it and again,
I don't believe that the Kang that we got in Ant-Man is dead, even though like you said
they say he's dead.
But then why are they all getting together? Because they're the ones that all banished him.
Exactly. It just seemed weird that like, and I was watching a video earlier where they were like talking about the post credit scene, and it was from a group of guys that don't like that not that they don't like, but they just like they weren't a fan of the movie, and they were like, it kind of felt like when they showed a bunch of Kangs and they're all just like, what? It kind of felt like how it is in Space Jam. In the background, you see all the characters and they're all just like, cheering or whatever. I'm like, damn, it really did feel like that though, because it just felt silly.
Well, yeah, I kind of felt that, and I'll be honest with you, like I thought it was a little silly, but I was just like, I'm not surprised they kind of went in this direction because we already got a taste of that character from Loki, and what to expect of it. And that there were multiples of him. Mm-hmm. And I loved how Jonathan Majors even mentioned that in the movie too. Like they banished me, and then because at the beginning he kept saying they, and everybody was like, who are they? And he goes, me.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. To like if this is the one, the Kang, he's the conqueror, because Kang the Conqueror is supposed to be the villain, and he even mentioned in the movie like my dynasty. So I'm just like, okay, so is this the Kang that's gonna have that? Is he gonna be the big villain, or is like every movie we're gonna get have a new Kang? Oh, this is a new Kang. No, this is a new Kang. Like this is this is the one. So it's just like, do we have a definitive Kang that's gonna be like the villain? I really thought that this one was gonna be it.
Well, again, that's why I love the direction they're going with it, because look how they got you. Look how they got you. They got you all going crazy right now. Like, which one are we gonna get? I just want to know. Like, no, dude, I don't want to know. I want to know once we get there. Like, shit, that's the one we're gonna get.
Well, because this one, the one we got was medicine. Like, I loved how
but I'm pretty sure there's another one out there that's even worse.
I love how he's just like, like I'll kill your daughter, and then I'll have you relive that moment over and over. I'm like, dude, oh shit, bro! Like that was like, damn. And even
that was probably one of the darkest moments, the only dark moment.
And I was like, holy shit! But then like, and also too, for a brief second, because like, I mean, with any movie you watch, I'm just like, especially with now with the Marvel movies, I'm like, okay, because we're transitioning to some new heroes. I'm just like, for a brief second at the end where he's handing Ant-Man his ass, like he's beating the fuck out of him. Like I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, he's been training for Creed.
Like I was like, oh shit, yeah, right. I was like, oh shit, is he gonna kill Ant-Man? Yeah. Like, oh man, like that'll be fucking wild. And he's almost there and he doesn't. I'm like, okay, but I'm like, damn, that would have been crazy if they did.
How awesome was it when he was telling Scott Lang and Hope, like, you think you are the only ones? You think you're the only people, universe, Avengers that I've killed?
He's like, I killed many of you.
I've killed many of you. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so here's one thing I was just kind of, this was, what do you call it? Hopeful wishing, was when he said that, I was like, oh shit, what if a Iron Man from another, or a Captain America from another universe or another timeline comes out. And I'm like, oh, that would be so fucking badass.
Yeah.
You know, but we didn't get it.
Yeah.
But you know, I was not like disappointed. Like, oh, this sucks because that didn't happen. That would have been could have happened. Like, it would have been cool, but I think it would have been too early.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
it'd be awesome if they kind of do it in the Kane Dynasty, just to kind of bring them back real quick, and then they go back to their own universe.
I
kind of like what they did with the Spider-Mans.
From what I could like you know, with the Kang Dynasty and the Secret Wars, and like I just imagine like I picture those being just batshit crazy as batshit crazy as Infinity War and Endgame were. I really feel like these movies post Endgame, like people are just, and me too, like I'm just like a little bit underwhelmed. I mean, Spider-Man was amazing, and I liked Internals. I really did. You know, all the other movies, whatever. Some of the shows, okay, fine. Like there were some of them that I really liked, some of them that I really didn't. You know, and then that was a whole phase, and then now we got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which is the first movie of Phase 5. I'm just like, okay, like it's a little bit in between. Like I'm like, I liked it, but then some of the parts, like I just don't. I'm like, but I like again too, like I'm not trying to have expectations to where I'm like, you know, well, I want this to happen, this to happen, this to happen. I'm just trying to let it play out, but I'm just like, where are we going? Like, where are we going? Because I'm not gonna lie, that second post-credit scene, I thought that was amazing. I love that. I love how like it was back in time, and you get a variant of Kang, and you see Loki and Mobius, and like Mobius is all like, he's a nice guy, and Kang's like, and then Loki is like, no,
he's not as menacing as you said he was.
Yeah, and Loki's like, no, like Loki's scared. Like I'm like, holy shit, like that, like I don't know, like I'm torn. But again, like I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm hoping it's something, you know, it's something that they'll stick the landing with. But there's one thing in this movie that like I feel like you're either gonna accept it or you're gonna hate it, and that's MODOK.
I liked MODOK.
I loved MODOK. I thought it, like he looked weird, but I was like, because I know he's from the comics. I've seen him in the comics. I know in the comics that he's not Darien. I know he's not the Yellow Jacket. Yeah. This is something that they veered off. But I loved it. Like every time he's on the scene, every time he lifted his little thing, his big ass fucking smile and his big ass teeth. And not only that, but like his dude, probably one of the funniest fucking lines in the whole fucking movie was when he was like dying. He's like, if I'm gonna die, at least I died an Avenger.
Not only that, he's like, yo, he's got me. He's like, what?
It's like, oh my god, dude, that shit happened in the theater. I started laughing, and people were just laughing. I was like, oh my god, at least I died an Avenger. I was like, no.
You know what though? But I liked his explanation too, how he became MODOK. I know, yes, again, I know it's not the way it happened in the comics, and you know, and that, you know, he's he was the one of he was the main leader of AIM, you know, Advanced Ideas Mechanics, and this and that, you know. But you know what? I liked it. You know, I enjoyed it. The character was really good, real funny. I thought they did really good with, you know, what they did for it, as far as, you know, him coming out and, you know, being what he was, and you know. And then also just seeing his big head.
His little arms, little legs. He goes, I just know it's the baby legs. His little baby leg.
Dude, I couldn't stop laughing when they showed him.
What?
When he was explaining how Kane made him into.
Oh, his little butt. Yeah, that was funny. Like I thought that was really funny. You know, and how he doesn't answer to what's his name? What was the name? Darren. He goes, oh, not Darren, it's MODOK. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was just, again, like I really enjoyed the movie. I'm really eager to see where it's gonna go. You know, because like they're building Kang up to be this big bad. You know, like as far as like Thanos, but also too, like, we didn't get much of Thanos before, like the big movies. Yeah, we got little post credits here. A little scene in Guardians, blah blah blah. But it wasn't until Avengers: Infinity Wars when we really felt the wrath of Thanos. I was just saying that, like, like Kang is supposed to be this new big bad, on par with Thanos. So far, I'm not feeling it, but also too, like, we didn't get much of Thanos as far as post credit scenes, or like
we didn't get much of Thanos post credit scenes, and then just
the scenes in Guardian.
Scenes in Guardian. Even then, he didn't do much.
Yeah, so like it wasn't.
He like what is it? He scared Ronan. You bore me with your politics.
Yeah, but like we didn't feel his wrath until Infinity War, and it took a whole movie. No. Okay, let me phrase that. It didn't take a whole movie. It was a whole movie that we saw that were like, oh shit, Thanos is fucking.
I'm gonna be honest with you though.
He's a madman. He's a mad titan.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked him in Infinity War. I got it in Infinity War why he was doing what he was doing. I felt empathy for him in Infinity War.
Oh yeah,
but it wasn't until Endgame when you saw how he really was, because he knew. He goes now, like, because he saw when he got killed.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, he knew,
and so he knew that he had to be even.
Well,
darker.
yeah, like, I mean, again, like, you saw his wrath in Infinity War, but you also were compassionate with him, like you.
In Infinity War, yeah, you saw, I don't want to say his wrath. You saw his goal, what he was aiming for.
Yeah.
I say you saw his wrath in Endgame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people are like quick to say like, well, this Kang is not living up to Thanos. But yeah, we didn't get the scary Thanos until the last two movies.
Yeah.
So don't be too quick to judge is what I'm pretty much saying. Like, I have faith in Jonathan Majors that he's going to do, what he's going to do. And this character is going to be, it's going to be menacing.
And not only with Jonathan Majors, because he's going to do what he's going to do to bring the character to life. We had to have faith with the MCU itself, with Kevin Feige and the writers and producers, and that they're gonna bring what we're hoping to expect out of this character.
Yeah. So I know that for this year we're gonna be getting for sure we're gonna be getting Secret Invasion the show and Loki season 2 the show, and then of course,
dude, I'm gonna tell you that end credit with Loki. I need to go watch. I want to go watch the first season again. I've only seen it just the one time.
So good, dude.
And they got me even more hype for the second season, and then like because Erica and Ashley were like, wait, what's that? And I go, you have to watch Loki.
Oh, they didn't watch Loki, right?
I kind of said it out loud because then other people are like, oh, you have to go watch the Loki show to see what's going on. It's like.
Steven's like, you have to watch the Loki show.
That's pretty much like what I said it. Because at first I told my wife, like, you have to watch. I go, you have to watch the Loki show.
So
like if she wasn't, she's like, why are you yelling at me?
She's but and also too, I think with the movies, as far as I know, obviously we got Ant-Man and we're getting Guardians. I don't know what else we're getting this year as far as movies.
I thought we were getting the Marvels.
Oh, Marvels, yeah, in November. Yes.
That's the one I'm super excited for.
And I hear...
I really hope they do Guardians of the Galaxy at least show an end credit for that.
Well, I hear that... it's been put out there that Miss Marvel...
the one that came out on the show.
That she steals the show.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. But overall, I enjoyed the movie. I really did. I don't think it's a fail. I don't agree with this Rotten Tomatoes score at all. I think it was a good movie. Yeah,
fuck Rotten Tomatoes.
Does it have its flaws? Yes, I really think it does. Does the events in this movie kind of like shadow my my excitement for the rest of Kang and the rest of the show? Not at all. Like,
It's making me excited because it's making me wonder, like, oh shit, what?
Well,
else,
no.
what
I'm
else
saying
are
I'm
we
excited. I'm saying that it doesn't shadow my like. It doesn't say like, oh, like Kang is just like, you know.
Oh, anybody could beat him.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I mean, I'm super stoked about that. So yeah, I mean, guys, hopefully you guys, you know.
Just real quick though. So like you were saying, you know, we're getting Loki and Secret Invasion. I think those are the only 2 shows we're getting this year on Disney Plus. So there was a thing out there that Kevin Feige said like that goes, man, there's just way too many.
Yeah, they're gonna slow down
MCU shows. Like, do you agree with that?
I do. I think this past year with all the shows that we got, when we got to the point where it was like Miss Marvel and She-Hulk or whatever, I'm just like, damn, like we have a lot, because majority of Phase 4 was TV shows or streaming shows, whatever. And at that point, I'm just like, damn, we were kind of like just overloaded. And we got a lot of movies, but I think they should slow down a little bit. I think they should.
All right, we're gonna end the show on that. I don't think they should slow down.
I just think we're getting a little bit fatigued with it. It's just like, oh, it's another Marvel show. Oh, it's another Marvel movie. Like, oh, like it's another one. It's another one. It's another one. Like, we have to watch this one to get it. You know.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're almost just like the other people. You're never fucking happy. It's like we don't get enough Marvel movies.
I never said we should get more.
Now we got too much Marvel.
I never said we should get more. I was just going with the flow, and now I'm just like, damn, we're getting a lot. We're getting a lot. So I miss the days where you had to wait a year or 6 months till we get something new. You know, so
nah. I like the way the flow's going. There was something. Oh, you know what I would actually love that he would do as Marvel and not a movie is bring out a Miles Morales series. I think Miles Morales would be much more better as a series than a movie, because then you can switch him in and out of the movies.
Well, you got to talk to Sony about that. Sony's on it. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I mean,
I'm just saying. But anyways, if you haven't played it yet, you should go play the Miles Morales video game.
I still haven't even finished the Spider-Man one.
Just go straight through to the yellow.
Oh, to the mission.
Yeah, to the missions.
But I wanna fix the towers.
Well, you can still play it at start after you.
Dude, I don't know why. Like, it fucks me up because I'm like swinging to the city and like, oh, crime. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go.
No, and after a while, like towards the end of Spider-Man, it was like crime. Fuck it. Keep going. Keep going.
No, like your crime level is like at a 5%. You know. But yeah. So I think that's an episode.
That is a wrap.
Yep. So guys, thank you guys for listening again. If you haven't liked the show or liked the episode, then give us a like down below. If you haven't followed us on YouTube, then subscribe. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, go and give us a follow. We try to put out as many episodes as we can. It's episode 80, so we have 20 more to go to 100. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So we're gonna try to do something pretty special for that one. Check out these beers, man. We got this. What is it? This I think it's called MK2. This Hellas Lager from Equal Parts Brewing. It's really refreshing, really crisp, really good.
That's one.
Guys, if you guys love IPAs but you don't want all the alcohol with it, Starshine from Martin House Brewery. It comes out of 5% IPA.
That one's actually really good.
But it tastes like a full IPA.
It almost tastes like the Hellas. It was real crisp. It was really good.
Yeah, really good. So check these out. I know I've seen this one in the stores a lot for sure. This one I have to really search for it. So if you find it, check it out. It's really good.
Man, that would have been so cool if you would have gotten that one. I would have gotten the other one.
The IPA?
Yeah. Because I was so close to just getting that one.
Yeah.
From Equal House.
Yeah. So, check these out. Again.
Man, this would have been really cool but to feature while doing the 90 show.
Yeah. So, man. This has been Geekin Drinkin episode 80. Tell your friends, share with everybody, and just leave a comment if you guys watch Ant-Man. What you guys think about it. This is a very divisive movie, so I want to hear you guys' thoughts about it. Yeah. All right. So, you ready?
All right.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Eddie.
Steven.